everyone.
Hello.
Hello, Doxy.
Hello. Hey, Sway.
Hey, Jim.
How you going? Jim?
In StreamYard, that sexy thing.
Right.
Now,
StreamYard does talk back.
It looks like we, maybe the official boycott has been in effect. Has been issued.
Who cares? We don't care. We just talk our talk. At least we have some interesting information to put out there rather than just nothing.
Oh yeah, I mean, I got like 20,000 receipts. Oh
yeah, exactly.
Oh, you meant the Martin case.
Yeah. I did quite a bit of research on this case, but it's funny because almost every video just had the same stuff. There wasn't a lot of new information. One thing I did pick up just recently was it wasn't publicly known, but the family did have a bit of money set aside, and the only person that would really know that would have been the son. They had savings, and apparently in those days, it didn't sound like a lot of savings, but if you convert it over, it was almost $500,000 kind of thing.
Yeah.
And that's why interesting how the son got the savings and then buggered off to Hawaii.
Yeah, he never,
as far away as he could get.
The funerals or nothing.
He didn't even collect the girl's remains. I can't believe that. What disrespectful, And then he goes on to have a family and doesn't tell them anything about. Wouldn't they question, where's our grandparents? Just crazy.
Oh, I'm sure he came up with a big whopping story.
Yeah.
What was his name? Dennis? Yeah, I think it was Dennis Martin. I should look it up after we do the...
Or Thomas? Was it Thomas or Dennis?
I think it was Dennis.
Oh, God.
Let me see.
I really need to take notes because, I listen to all these streams, but I don't really take a lot of notes.
I was thinking that earlier. I was like, maybe I should have wrote this shit down, but...
Dennis Martin. No, same.
Murder... Of course, Dennis Martin's going to be a popular fucking name.
One of the podcasts I just listened to just before we went live, the ladies were like, they think that possibly it was he hired those two men from that diner and gave them the gun.
Yep, interesting.
And I was like, oh, that's an interesting theory. That is very interesting, actually. And then he didn't have to actually be there for it, Let's
see. Of course. They're not going to put that son's name out on this freaking one.
Is YouTube red hot at the moment? Is it going off? It's Saturday night. Generally, a lot of people are live on Saturday night. Well, they still haven't come back with a verdict on the Delphi case. The jury's still deliberating. And it's no surprises there because I honestly don't. They're going to be a hung jury or, even if they're a hung jury, he still has to be locked up.
Yeah.
It's oh my God.
And a retrial.
Yeah. But, they miss so much because the defense didn't have much money to use, to get what do they call professional?
Yeah.
Professional
witnesses.
God, I can't even think of the word. Yeah. They really lost a lot of crucial things, like the timeline. It turns out the girl's phone was plugged into. Hey Jim.
Hey Jim.
How you going, girl? We're just talking. The girls, Brittaby.
Hey,
Hola.
I can't find the name. I can't find the name of that guy. How do I not know that?
I'm sure. Is it Dennis Matter?
I want to think. I thought it was Dennis.
Hang on.
Donald. Maybe it was Donald.
Oh, Donald. Actually, yes, I think it was.
I think it started with
Donald, it was. It
Yeah,
was
yeah.
Donald Martin.
Maybe we
Said,
could find the birth information on him.
the 1950s, we discussed the disappearance of the Martin family who vanished on December the 7th, 1958, in the Columbia River Gorge. The family's eldest son, Donald Martin, was in the Navy and stationed in New York during this time. The Martin family decided to take a long day trip to gather some Christmas decorations. They were seen getting gas around 4 p.m. in Cascade Lock. The gas station owner, Dean Baxter, stated he saw the Martin family continue east after filling up their 1954 Ford Country Squire. The family was spotted again at a restaurant about 20 miles from Cascade Locks. This was the last time anyone has seen or heard from the Martin family, which is interesting because that wasn't the last time they were seen or heard from. They found the two girls. It was later reported that two
Well, not
ex-convicts were seen
alive.
leaving the restaurant. Huh?
Not
Yeah, not
alive.
alive. Yeah. Yeah. So the two convicts at the restaurant at the same time as the Martin family in February 1959, a volunteer searcher found tire tracks leading off a cliff near the Dalles. The tire tracks were reported to have matched the tires on the Martin family's vehicle. On May 3rd, Susan Martin's body was found in the river.
You want to drop that link in the chat if anybody wants to look at it, or
yes, I will.
Portland, Oregon, on December 7th, 1958, at 4:00 p.m. from Cascade. Cascade Locks, Oregon. It's a famous case. The whole family, well, except for the oldest son, there was 3 girls, a mom and a dad, went out to look for holiday, because it was right before Christmas. They were looking for decorations like a tree and stuff like that to decorate their house. And they left about 1:30 in the afternoon on Sunday, December 7th, and was seen eating at a cafe around 4 o'clock in Cascade Locks, Oregon. And that was the last they'd seen of them until they found the two of the daughters' bodies floating in the river. But so
this
far,
was a little while after that disappeared, though.
Yeah, about
like the girls were
February, I believe it was in February. They found the bodies of the 2 girls, but then they've never found the car that they were in. But
yeah, and Adventures with Purpose have dived like 3 or 4 times looking for it, and they haven't found it.
Yeah, and the oldest son was a suspect for a long, long time. I think he still was. I think he's always been the main suspect.
Well, he was the only one with a motive, and the motive was money.
Yeah, and he had stolen a gun from a place that he had worked at. A year or so before? 2 years before this happened.
2 years earlier.
And that gun was found not too far from where the girls' bodies was found.
With blood on it.
Yeah, with blood.
And it was the same serial number that the one that went missing from the store he worked at. Yeah. It's a really old case. It's called the Martin family.
Yeah, and the cops wouldn't take the gun. The cops wouldn't take the gun in as evidence, and they told the lady that found it that she could keep it. And so the blood and everything was all tampered with and stuff, because of course she handled it, and she was matter of fact, she was letting people, like, she was letting them pay to come see it and shit. She had it like on display and had people come and pay money to see it.
There were a couple of convicts, because they went to eat at a diner. That was the last time they got seen. And they went to eat at a diner, and there was a couple of convicts there that had stolen a car, and they found that car parked not far away from where they went off the cliff, or they think their car went off the cliff. So
Yep. Oh,
we just want to see if the car's actually in the bottom of the lock, because it's really deep and no one can seem to find it. And whether or not the son was involved. See, after they disappeared and the two girls' body, the two youngest girls' bodies floated up the river. They had a memorial service for the girls, and they cremated them. Well, their remains, their ashes, sat at the crematorium for 10 years. No one bothered to pick them up. Not the brother, the only survivor of the family. He moved to Hawaii. He came back. He didn't come back for the service. He came back to get the family's affairs in order. In other words, he came back to get the inheritance.
Yep.
And then moved to Hawaii. And he didn't tell any of his. So he moved to Hawaii. He got married. He had kids, and he didn't mention it to any of his children. Like, none of his children knew that they had. His whole family went missing, and his sisters were killed.
And the thing of it was
her disclaimer. What's your disclaimer? What does it say?
It said that sphincter gapping isn't a real thing. All information tonight is alleged and not to be taken seriously. Sphincter gapping is not a real thing. There has been no harm to anyone's sphincter, nor will there be. Well, Britta B, did you hear about our boycott? We've been boycotted, I guess. That's the rumor, anyway. What was I gonna say? Shit, I don't remember. Oh, the brother wasn't the only he was the only family member that was allowed. He had contacted authorities after they cremated the two sisters, and he had promised, or he had told them he would be there to pick it up, and that he didn't want anybody else having it. Well, he never showed up.
We're just kidding, Britta B.
No, we're not kidding, Britta B.
I can't believe he didn't even pick up his sister's remains. There was a real disconnection there. Like, he obviously felt very disconnected from the rest of the family, to me, because he was a lot older than the girls. Like, he signed up to go into the Navy, and those girls were, I think one was like 8, 10, and 12 or something, or maybe one was 14, but the girls were all a lot younger than him.
14, 13,
There's a rumor. You gotta be careful what you put out here, Sway. Now everyone's asking questions.
I said it was a rumor.
It's a rumor.
It's a rumor, you guys. It was a rumor that we were being boycotted. I don't know. I don't see an age for the son, though. But he was already in the military, and he was stationed.
Well, they caught him, like, because they caught him with a man, and so he was like a little bit of a disgrace to the family, because back in those days it wasn't really accepted. So they just said they were going to send him off to some Christian school, and he said, "If that, I'm going to go into the Navy." Mm-hmm. And so he must have been old enough to get into the Navy. I can't remember what age he was, but he must have been about 18, 19. I thought he was about 20 or 21.
Yeah,
but
I was thinking he was a bit older. Or 22, but I don't remember. I don't see a age on him.
But the son was a bad egg. Like, I mean, he got caught 2 years earlier stealing all that stuff. I think the family paid it, like what he owed that shop for stealing all that stuff. So he was kind of blacklisted from the family. He was like the black sheep, you know. And so I think he was really the only one with any motive, because he knew the family had money saved in savings. They were quite wealthy, really, for the time. I had to question because I wasn't somewhere last night. Oh, no, you're all right, Britta. Be like, we're not. No.
Nah,
we're just talking shit.
We're just, we're
chopping it up.
You know us. We don't try to, create trouble.
No, never.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
so what was I gonna say? Oh fuck. I was gonna go to the chart here. So this chart is pretty, I just looked at it, pretty wackadoo here.
is it?
Oh yeah.
Be interesting. Because the last podcast I listened to, which is the one I think I put the link in the chat, the two ladies were like, because when they went to the diner, the last meal they had, the last time they were seen, there were a couple of convicts there that had stolen a car and followed them, they thought. And there was a question whether or not the son had hired them and given them the gun.
So this chart, it's at 10 degrees of Gemini. So 10 degrees is Capricorn. Capricorn is like winter time, and we know it was the winter time. And Gemini is a car. So in the winter time, they were in a car. The ruler of the ascendant is Mercury, and it sits in the 7th house of the perpetrator at 20 degrees, which is Scorpio. So the car, I wonder, did it ever give a description of the car? Because a Scorpio car would be like a black and white car.
It was white and it had red paneling, and I think it had a bit of black on it. I have seen photos of it. It was a station wagon, a 9-seater, like it was really big. It was a Ford.
And it was retrograde, so coming from the degree before, so it's 21. So that's Sagittarius, in the sign of Sagittarius. So Sagittarius is somebody that it could be educated, could be somebody that was adventurous. Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter. Jupiter is the co-ruler of Neptune. Neptune represents the Navy.
He was adventurous, we know that.
Yeah, he was. So that puts the perpetrator at 10 degrees of Sagittarius. So to me, this is somebody that's older. So I'm not sure that it would be fit the description of the sun, but so in the 7th house, the first house of the perpetrator, there is 4 planets sitting there. So there was 4 people involved in this. So you got the sun, and the sun in this chart rules the 4th house. So the sun represents any men in general. So it could be your son, your husband, your father, your uncle, a boss, the president. But look what's in the 4th house right here. Uranus. And Uranus is homosexuality. And he was the only one that would have been left in the family. So in this case, it is the sun. The 11th degree, also the 4th house is at 11 degrees, which is Aquarius, which is homosexuality again. The ruler is sun, sitting in the perpetrator's 1st house, so it's a homosexual. 5th house is in the sign is ruled by Mercury, as well as the ascendant sign. The 1st house, or the 5th house of a chart, is the first child, and he was the first child of this family. He was the first child. So it is the sun. Venus is conjunct Mercury and the sun, and Venus in this chart rules the 6th house and is intercepted in the 12th house. So the 6th house of a chart in this chart would be a job, but for the sun, it would be the 2nd house of money, sitting in his 4th house. Let's see. Okay, so the 6th house, which would have been his money, is also co-ruled by Scorpio. Scorpio's inheritance. So he killed them for inheritance.
Yeah. That's what the detective said. He said he was the only one with a motive. Like,
And Saturn...
There was no reason for anyone else to do it.
So Saturn's conjunct them all. And Saturn in this chart rules the 8th and the 9th house. The 8th house is death, and it's also inheritance. So it looks like to me they had taken him out of the inheritance originally. Like, for some reason, he thought he wasn't going to get the inheritance. Saturn is to block.
Yeah. Well, I think his parents would have cut him out of the will because he wasn't very well liked.
So, for whatever reason, he thought that he needed to get this done before they took him out of the will.
Yeah.
So this is all ruled by Jupiter, and Jupiter sits in the 6th house, and in this case, it's the son's money, income. And we do know that from their death, he did end up getting the money.
Yeah.
And it was a
moved
rather
to Hawaii
large,
and bought himself a house.
Yeah, it was a rather large inheritance because Jupiter in the 19th degree, which means it had to go through a legal process for him to get it. And it's conjunct the moon by wide conjunction. And the moon in this case was the mother. So the mother... So it looks like to me it was the father that was wanting to take him out. That he thought the father was going to take him out of the will. It was the mother that I guess would have been the saving grace if he hadn't killed him. Like, she would have been the only one. He would have had to wait till the dad died to get any inheritance. Because
I saw on one of the podcasts that apparently he made a statement about his parents. He said his mother was a fat, lazy hog and his father wasn't much better.
Yep. He's the moon.
So he had some disdain for them.
Is at 7th degree. The 7th degree is Libra. Libra is ruled by Venus. Venus is fat. And so he's calling her fat. And then in laziness is conjunct the Neptune here. Neptune's laziness. So he considered his mom fat and lazy. The father, he's saying, is fat. Jupiter is also fat.
No, he was, he had obviously had issues with because they didn't accept him being gay.
Mm-hmm.
So
the gun, so it looks like how he killed them is...
one of the girls that washed up, they didn't do proper autopsies, but I actually found an autopsy photo of one of the girls. It wasn't very clear. It was a photocopy of a copy of a copy, but she had a massive hole in her head, massive. And they weren't sure whether it was a gunshot wound or not. But I mean, if you're in a car, I don't know how your skull manages to get it. They were like, oh, well, the predators and da-da-da, and it's like, no, well, you don't get a perfectly round hole in your skull. I just don't.
Well, it's really weird that Neptune would be sitting in the 6th house of this chart because, again, 6th house in a chart is your health, it's military. Well, again, Neptune rules Navy, and he was in the Navy at the time. But in this chart, he's the perpetrator, and this would be his 12th house, which means that it was hidden. Something was hidden from him. Pisces in this case is the 11th house. So I wonder did he ever, how long did he serve in the Navy? Did it ever say?
No, But do you know what he was in the Navy? He was a pharmaceutical, like he worked in a pharmacy or with pharmaceuticals.
Oh, well,
I don't know how long he was in the Navy for before he moved to Hawaii, but I'd say I don't think he was in the Navy once he moved to Hawaii, once he got the inheritance. I think he probably... I'd have to look for more information on that.
Well, in pharmaceuticals is Neptune, so Neptune in the 6th house would make sense. Navy, pharmaceuticals. But there's something hidden from him. So I don't know if this is something like the Navy was keeping an eye on him for the authorities like the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
Because obviously somebody knew he was a homosexual in the Navy. And at the time,
and someone knew he was they must have known he was a thief. And I don't know if he actually got charged with it. I think the parents paid off the place he was working that he stole from. But yeah, someone must have tipped off the Navy that he was gay, I guess.
Well, that's probably the reason why they kept an eye on him, was the fact that he was gay. Because at the time, they wouldn't have really accepted it. If they had known he was gay, they probably would have kicked him out. But because he was under suspicion of murder, they probably kept him in there to keep an eye on him.
Do you think that the vehicle's still in the water? Do you think it's in the water? Because it's never been found or never been seen again. Someone said they sighted a vehicle like theirs driving on the interstate or something, but they never confirmed that.
The 3rd house of this chart is ruled by the moon. The moon sits in the 6th house in the sign of Scorpio, which to me tells me that somebody repainted it, refurbished it. Like, it's no longer... Because I don't...
So maybe those men that stole that car and they ditched their own car, they stole the family's car?
Could be, because there was 4 people involved in all this. So there was 4 people... So the son and 3 other people.
Wow. So it might have been the son. He might have
taken off,
entrusted someone and then hired the other 2.
Yep. And took off the car.
That's interesting.
For
the... Yeah, Brittaby, that there was a dredge or something in the lock doing something, and they put their anchor down, and the anchor hit on something and got caught, and so they started pulling up the anchor, hoping it would pull up whatever it was caught on, and they think they flipped the car over. Yeah, they think that's what flipped the car over, and that's when the 2 girls were found like a couple of days later. They think that it either broke the window or it opened a door and flipped the car, and that's how the 2 younger girls got out.
But there's never been any evidence that a car's actually been in there.
Yeah, there was some paint scrapes on a rock. There was some tire tracks, but all the people that have dived there have never found it. And you think with radar and sonar and all that now they would have found it, but they haven't. And multiple,
they drained the lock.
Oh, yeah.
They drained it.
Yeah, they drained it like 10 feet down. Like they drained it about 10 feet. And they still couldn't find the car.
And it doesn't...
So it's really weird.
To me, this is what I'm saying with that Neptune sitting there conjunct the moon, which represents the car. And the sign of Scorpio. Scorpio is to refurbish or to put in somebody else's name. So this car left the scene.
Well, there was a car sighted.
I wonder what they used to weigh down the bodies, though, of at least 2 of the sisters. Because whatever they did, they dislodged it and they floated up.
Yeah, possibly. That's what the anchor got caught on. It might not have been the car. It might have been something that they were weighed down with, or
rock, or big rock, or
yeah. But The fact that they never called a gunshot wound on the one of those girls, you know, and then they cremated it, but they cremated her, I mean, but there was a sighting of that car going down the interstate, and when the police went to go find it, they couldn't find it, but there was a car, a very similar, you know, looking car that was sighted leaving that area, heading towards California or something.
They said that the bodies were too decomposed to really do any autopsy.
Yeah, the girl's body did look decomposed, but she still had clothing on and that, and you could see the hole, and like it wasn't very clear, but
no, Britta B. was asking if there were signs that they had been tied down. I was like, well, they said that they were too decomposed. They didn't even do an autopsy.
Nah.
This case was botched from the very beginning because they were driving over the tire marks, the cops did, and like I said, when they found that gun, the lady found the gun and she called the cops. The cops told her to keep it, and they had found articles of clothing that had washed or was floating down the river, I believe it was. And it washed up on the side of on the shore or whatever, and the cops didn't pick that up.
It was a huge car, man. Like, I don't know how they could miss that. Like, I know that lock is deep, but like, surely from all those years, like someone would have found it by now.
It said that the police consistently suspected foul play based on the evidence of the tire tracks that indicated the family's vehicle was deliberately pushed from the cliff. Also troubling were the reported sightings of the family at dusk on the north bank of the river in Washington state. While the tire tracks placed them on the south side of the river in Oregon, this could suggest that their car would have fallen over the cliff after nightfall. The arrest of the two ex-convicts in the Hood River area the day after the family disappeared for car theft was also noted, though police were unable to determine the incident was related. Walter Graven, a Portland detective who died in 1988, ardently felt that the family had met foul play and that their murders would be solved once the car was discovered. The cremated remains of Susan and Virginia Martin remained at the Riverview Abbey Mausoleum in Portland, unclaimed for over a decade. On December 30th, 1969, the urns containing the cremated remains were retrieved by an unknown individual. The girl's paternal grandmother, Margaret Martin, had died the day before, on December 29th, and the girl's cremated remains were claimed while the funeral arrangements were being made for her. For most of the later part of the 20th century, search efforts to recover the remains of the three missing family members were not made. In July 1999, the Oregonian journalist Margie Boulay, who had become interested in the case, organized a dive search of the Columbia River near Cascade Locks, searching for the Martins' car. This search utilized new sonar, global positioning system, or GPS, underwater acoustic technology, but ultimately proved unsuccessful. As of 2024, the remains of Kenneth, Barbara, and Barbie remain undiscovered, and their vehicle has not been found.
Yeah, I know, Britta B. There's a lot of different podcasts and that on it, but they all pretty much tell you the same thing because there's nothing more known about it, you know.
Yeah, and it doesn't make sense that they would have been seen on the south side, but the car or whatever in the car went off on the north side. I'm wondering. I tell you by this chart that car drove off. That the car's not there, and if it is, it's not where they said it's supposed to be.
I'm wondering if the girl's remains got buried with the grandmother then, if, you know, that was part of, like, they got interred with the grandmother. Why didn't the grandmother claim? Yeah. No, I think the son wouldn't let anyone else pick them up.
Yeah,
the
he
son
told them that he was going to be there to pick up the urns,
and no one else was to pick them up.
and nobody else was to pick them up. But then he never showed up to get them.
But he showed up for the money. He showed up when they were reading the will, and got the money, moved to Hawaii, got married, had multiple kids, and then they went to interview these kids just recently because he died, and his kids knew nothing about his family, his parents, their grandparents, like what happened. They said, oh, it's better off like keeping that book closed because they didn't want to like open up a can of worms. Because people wanted to interview them, like, why didn't your father talk about it? You know, blah, blah, blah.
Oh,
and
interesting.
They backed out. And they said they didn't want to talk about it. They wanted to leave the book closed.
Donald Kenneth Don Martin, born October 28, 1930 in Portland, Oregon. Death October 8, 2004, age 73, in Honolulu County, Hawaii. So let's go. I'm going to go type in this October 28, 1930. Now, it won't give me the ascendant and all that, but we can look at a sun sign and all that.
What's this date for? Sorry?
This is for the sun that survived.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Just imagine living that long and having that shit over your head. Ugh.
Yeah. And to not like, wouldn't your children be like, so where like they want to know about their family history and like his parents and you know like, what did he tell them? What did he tell? Like because they had no idea his whole family had disappeared. Like, so I don't know.
1930. I would just think that, like at any time, if I had, God forbid, ever been in that situation, I'd be scared every single minute of every single second that they're going to knock on the door.
Yeah. And it's interesting because the detective that was like, he thought he wanted to solve the case so badly, like he got obsessed with it, and his chief basically ripped the file up and said, just leave it. It was an accident. Like, just let it go. It was so weird.
So his sun sign is Scorpio. Makes sense. Let's see. Capricorn moon. Makes total sense.
Yeah, it is sad.
So his Uranus, which is the homosexuality, is conjunct his true node. Interesting. His Chiron is exactly conjunct my sun. Hold on, let me see if I could do a chart comparison here.
The sun must have been very cold-hearted as far as I'm, you know, either way, even if it was an accident or someone killed them or whatever, like...
Maybe the parents were abusive.
Wow, I think he tried to claim that. I do remember hearing, and I don't know if this is true, but I think he did try to claim that. And they tried to claim that one of the oldest daughter was pregnant.
What?
The one that never got found. Yeah. And they tried to, they the idea was that they were on their way to take the daughter to a special clinic, if you know what I mean.
Is she one of the ones that was found?
No, it was Barbie.
Oh,
It was Barbie, the
interesting.
oldest daughter. Yeah, because they said that they think that she got
found.
pregnant. Yeah. No, she was with the parents
his sun and Mercury is exactly conjunct in the chart, the last seen chart of the Neptune and the moon, which is the inheritance. So that makes sense. And then his Pluto, which is death, and Jupiter, meaning more than one death, sits in, let's see, the chart's second house. But Pluto could also be pregnancy. Yeah. Let me go back on something.
Wow, yeah.
Let's see if she could have been pregnant. Well, Pluto is in the fourth house, which is pregnancy, and it's at the 4th degree, which is Cancer, which means a pregnant mother. Retrograde at 5 degrees means pregnant mother with child.
Wow. I don't know which podcast I heard that on, but there was rumor the oldest daughter, and that the parents had wanted to keep it very quiet, so they made up the story about going and looking for Christmas things. But they wanted to take her to a different state to get the operation done. So, because, you know, in those days, in the 50s, like that sort of thing was like, they kept it real quiet because it was all about the family's reputation, you know. And that was the same with the son. When they found out the son was gay, they didn't want that out either. So they wanted to get rid of him. But they're not sure whether... I did hear, but I didn't hear recently. I've heard in a podcast long ago that the son did make claims like the father was abusive or something. But it's really weird because when the police interviewed the son, and he said, I don't know why anyone would want to kill them. And they're like, well, how do you know that they've been killed? Like, how do you know it wasn't an accident or, you know? He's like, because there's no reason for anyone to want to kill them, but why would anyone want to kill them? Like, but at that stage, they were just missing. They weren't dead. Like, they weren't pronounced dead. And the girls, the sisters hadn't been found yet.
Didn't they have to go clear to New York to get him?
Yeah, he was at the other end of the country.
So he had to have hired people.
Yeah.
So that's
what they think those two guys were at that diner.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And it was interesting because at the diner, apparently they all ordered burgers and fries, but they made the oldest daughter have a tuna sandwich. And I just thought that was a really odd thing to say because they went and interviewed the lady at the diner, and apparently they were trying to make the daughter like diet so she didn't look pregnant. I don't know if that's true. That's just a really odd thing.
Back in 1957, yeah. They would, especially if you're a religious family, you wouldn't you wouldn't want your daughter to be. It's interesting. So maybe he thought he was going to get out of since they were making her go, if she was really pregnant, making her go and have the baby like at a home for unwed mothers and give up the baby.
Mm-hmm.
If he was really fearful that he was going to get out because he's gay, he was going to get out, left out of the will because they were taking such drastic measures to get rid of the child if she was pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
because of their religious beliefs.
Yeah. I just don't understand why he didn't have any connection with his sisters. But when he made that statement about his mum was a fat, lazy hog, his father wasn't much better, and he said, and my sisters are going to follow along. Like, he said that basically his sisters are going to end up just like his mother, which is kind of weird too. Like, I don't know, just some very, very cold statements that came out from him.
His moon's in Capricorn. So
that makes sense.
Are very cold people anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, that would totally make sense.
Do you guys have another one to look at?
Yeah, crazy, huh? I think Far, did you want to look at
did Far
anything?
come in?
I think she was in here for a little while. She was here and I missed her and then I said hello. Yeah, she was in here. I know she's disappeared. We thought Far had some. I thought Far had a few. She did have a few things that maybe she would ask you to look at, but I don't know if she got the dates or anything. Hang on, let me have a look. Oh, there was one, but I have forgotten it. It's okay, Far. I'm like that all the time.
Let's see.
You had a few, but you can't find in your book. So that William Tyrrell, I didn't get to read that article properly about William Tyrrell. Is it William Tyrrell? I think it was the boy in Australia, and the foster mother's phone call got tapped, and she was like, they won't find him for 40 years or something like that. I couldn't read the article properly. It kept pop-ups kept coming up on it, and I couldn't read it, and it was really annoying me. I can look her up. It was the Mott girl.
I can look at it. It was the Mott girl.
I think we've done that one before.
Yeah, that sounds familiar.
Oh, okay, Far. So they had the foster's mother's phone tapped? Recently? They must suspect the foster mum then if they had her phone tapped. Damn. I don't know they could do that without a warrant or something either. So they must suspect her if they had her phone tapped.
Oh, that's what I was going to tell you guys. Or mention. Did you guys hear about the fake death guy from Wisconsin recently?
The fake deaf guy?
Yeah, he tried to fake his death. He was
fake his death? I thought you said deaf, as in couldn't hear. He tried to fake his death?
Yeah, a Wisconsin kayaker who had been missing for months and was presumed dead, likely faked his own death and fled to Europe, investigators said Friday. 44-year-old Ryan Borgwat vanished after a trip to Green Lake on August 12th. So they found that he had taken out a bunch of money and moved a bunch of money around and had passports and so immediately when I saw that he was from Wisconsin, I automatically thought it was,
Oh, right. Yeah. Yeah.
Joking.
Of course you did. Of course you did, because he's the only person in Wisconsin, but he apparently lives in Florida. Oh, here we go. Lisa Mott, missing from Collie, Western Australia, last seen October 30th, 1980. I thought we did that, but
Did we?
I don't know. Maybe we didn't. That name, just the name sounds familiar.
Yeah, the name sounds familiar. Okay, so what was the date?
October 30th, 1980, last seen.
Oops, 80. And did she have a time?
Do you know if in any time file, like last time she was seen, or that was when they tapped phone and heard William's sister was being abused. Oh shit. No, I haven't seen him either, Brittaby. No time.
Oh, I have my reasonings for that. Why you haven't, Brittaby? Collie, Western Australia. Okay.
Yeah, WA.
Okay, let's see.
Western Australia is overrated. I would never go back there, honestly. It's just, I didn't think it was that great.
It didn't say when she went missing?
No.
I'll say
just
90.
last seen October 30th. No time. She was 12? Oh, far.
Okay. So I'm using 9 o'clock a.m. I don't know. It's at 5 degrees of Capricorn. So 5 degrees is a child. And Capricorn is most likely dead child. Or a child with disabilities. Could be a child with disabilities. Saturn, being the ruler, sits in the 10th house, conjunct Jupiter in the sign of Libra. Oh, looky here. The 7th house, or the first house of the perpetrators, at 5 degrees of Cancer. The ruler of Cancer is the moon. The moon sits at 29 degrees of Leo. So here again, we've got a 29 degrees where this means that it was in some kind of crisis mode in the 8th house of death. So most likely the mother had something to do with this. Let's see.
Far might know some more details to the case if you can confirm anything, Far.
Pluto is at the 22nd degree of Libra, which is kill or be killed. And then we've got 2 planets at 29 degrees. So we got the moon at 29 degrees of Cancer. Oh, it's at 29 degrees of Cancer. Oh, yep, definitely mother. And mental, emotional, something emotionally snapped in the mother. Holy shit. And then we've got Venus at the 29 degrees of Virgo. So Venus is money. So something financially snapped. Venus is sitting in the 12th house of unknown. It'd be the 6th house. So the mother might have lost her job.
Look, Far found a time, 8:45 p.m.
Oh, 8:45. Okay, let's go that way then.
That might change something.
Oh, definitely it'll change something. The ascendant
12
sign.
years old and she went missing at 8:45.
8:45 p.m. 8:45.
It's almost 12 hours difference.
Okay, so this puts... Oh, let me put this up on the screen. Okay. Okay, this makes the ascendant at 3 degrees of Gemini. So, again, Gemini, which is a child. Elementary age. Mercury is the ruler. It sits in the 6th house in the sign of Scorpio at 15 degrees, which is money. Retrograde coming from the 16th was wait. Yeah, coming from Cancer. So you've got the child in the 6th house of Scorpio, abuse, death in the home, conjunct Uranus. Uranus is ruled by the 9th house. Looks like maybe they had a really hectic family life. Like or she had health problems, like sporadic health problems.
She was last seen at a pizza shop.
Yeah, pizza is ruled by Gemini. Sign of Mercury. Mercury's the 6th house. Scorpio. Let's see, Moon is the co-ruler of the 1st house, and the Moon sits in the 2nd house. Conjunct the 3rd house, which is like a neighborhood, like in the neighborhood, at 5 degrees. 5 degrees is a restaurant. So, was she seen with her parents, with the mother?
Hang on. Collie is a really rough area, small, lots of unalivings, even by kids. Wow. What was your question?
Was she last seen with the mother?
Was she on her own far? She might have been with a group of kids, didn't say. I think I do remember hearing this case, and she was like with a group of kids and they walked off in one direction and she, went to go home or something, but I don't know.
Wait. Didn't you say she was only 8?
12.
Or 12. Oh, okay. Let me see something here. So the house of the perpetrator, it's got 2 planets in it. So there's 2 people involved at 3 degrees of Scorpio. So 3 degrees again is Gemini. So this could be a cousin, a neighbor, another student, in the sign of Jupiter. It could be a foreigner or somebody that looks like a foreigner. Could be somebody that's in a student that was like college age. But it's got Mars sitting in there and Neptune. And so Mars rules the 11th house. It was a friend, somebody she knew. It was an acquaintance.
It says Farsies, I think she was on the way home from like basketball practice with kids, and they stopped at the pizza shop. So
it looks like it may have been somebody that worked at that pizza shop, because Mars rules the 11th house, which is friends and a group of friends or somebody that she's familiar with. And Mars also rules the 6th house, is a co-ruler of the 6th house. 6th house is a job or something you do daily. That was her 6th house. And it sits. So this is somebody that she knew regularly. And it's Neptune. Neptune, in this case, rules the 10th house. So it's somebody that she's familiar with, like family-wise. But Neptune sitting here leads me to think that this is somebody with a criminal background.
Mm-hmm.
Because Neptune
probably wouldn't be a kid then, right?
I would imagine it's somebody like more college age.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody that's had like a lengthy record already, probably in youth.
Yeah.
because Pisces rules the 10th house of the chart. 10th house also rules authorities in this case. So it's somebody that's known to the police. So I imagine this is somebody that is on the police's radar, or they know of, or they've had run-ins with this person before. Now the 8th house of death is sitting at 4 degrees of Capricorn. 4 degrees is Cancer. Capricorn is death. Old buildings. Let's see. Saturn is ruled in the 4th house. Oh, shit. The ruler of the 8th house is in the 4th house. Conjunct Jupiter. Jupiter co-rules the ascendant, which is descendant, which is the perpetrator, and is ruling. I mean, it is the ruler of the perpetrator, and it's the co-ruler of the 10th house. So this is definitely somebody that's with the authorities. It's somebody that's either been in prison before. Yep. Has either been incarcerated, or is somebody that works with people that's been incarcerated or is incarcerated.
Interesting. As far just put in the chat, they're looking at someone now, but not letting much out. So maybe they already have someone that's been incarcerated and talk to another prisoner or given some information out. She said also the pizza guy could have offered her a ride home because the other kids walked off. I think I remember that. The other kids walked off and she was left there, and it was the last place she was seen.
Whoever this is has either, like I said, prison record, has already been in and out of prison, or they work with people that are in prison. So it's either a prison guard, a cop, or an actual somebody that's a prisoner. Venus conjuncts Jupiter and Saturn in the 4th house. And Venus rules the 12th house, which is prison. So this is somebody that was... This is a female, though. She was lured by a female. So this... Whoever did this actually to her was lured in by a female.
Maybe to make her feel safe, to get in a car, or...
Yep.
If they're looking at someone now, it just makes me think they might have someone incarcerated that they kind of... I don't know. It's just interesting. And so I guess she was never found. Like, she just went missing and her body was nothing was ever found. That wouldn't surprise you. Yeah.
Is Brittaby still in here?
I don't know. Brittaby.
Oh, Brittaby. To me, when I say Brittaby, it almost sounds like it's British. Like it's British.
I know. Brittaby. Oh, Brittaby. I'm Brittaby from Britain.
What's another one that we could look at?
It could be Doxy. No, never found. Okay.
Let me see.
Man.
Was sitting at the... Hold on. Let me see something here. 4th house is in the sign of Virgo. At the 15th degree, which again is Gemini. So this could be... She could be somewhere near... It could have been that pizza place. I don't think she's too far from that pizza place, actually. What was that noise?
Oh, it's me. That's how I get my cat. I click my fingers and it gets the cat to come here.
Was the cat meowing?
Yep. He goes.
Oh, okay, that's what it was. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah, because it's 4:00. It's getting close to his dinner time, even though he's already had dinner. I hope he still thinks it's dinner time, even though he's already had it. I hope they let more out soon, but our legal system doesn't allow for transparency and can't. Oh yeah, you don't have you can't get FOIAs and discoveries and stuff like that. Like not like the States. Like hello, hi. Oh, he's a smoochy boy today. He's always purring. Brrr. Yeah, that's interesting.
Did you guys see where we're in Mercury retrograde?
Yay, we love Mercury retrograde. Not.
Mercury.
I hope they let them. Yeah.
I hope they let.
Oh, yeah. Mercury.
Mercury retrograde. You're so fun. Not.
Yeah.
You know, Mercury reminds me of a attention whore. You know, Mercury is like an attention whore. It's all about Mercury.
Yeah, Mercury's always in friggin' retrograde though. Like
3 or 4 times a year it does. No, Mercury.
I know, and it's
not good. No, it's not good.
It screws everything up, like always, and it brings old things back too.
Yeah, old things come back. So like old lovers, old friends, everything comes back. Usually tries to contact you.
I'd always hear from exes every time Mercury went into retrograde. Always.
And yours?
And I'd be like, what the hell?
With FARQ being a Virgo, she would Mercury retrograde would affect her pretty good.
How?
Because Mercury is the ruler of her sun sign of Virgo. So Mercury retrograding back and forth over her sun sign. So there'll be times where, and it's in the sign of Sagittarius. So there'll be times where FARQ will feel adventurous and like want to go and like communicate or like get online and troll somebody or some people, or she would she'll want to do something fun and adventurous, but you got to be careful because when it's in Mercury retrograde it means that you can get exposed, like you're trying to troll and get exposed, or you go in under a troll account and you don't realize that you're actually on your actual account and you get caught.
That's funny. Fa was just asking me how to create troll accounts. No, I'm just kidding. I'm like, well, it's easy as pie. No.
Oh yeah, I can teach you how to do that, FARQ. I mean, I have no clue what trolling means. I don't know what that means at all. But it's in the sign of Sagittarius, and I learned something really interesting about Sagittarius people. So through some of my studying I've been doing, I always knew that Sagittariuses could be ornery, like kind of sneaky ornery, but they're actually very, very conniving. And they don't like they're not sincere. Like Sagittariuses are really not sincere people. They're very fake. What's that word? Not insincere, but not genuine. Disingenuous, is that the word?
Yeah.
So say you have a Sagittarius sun sign. Let's say it's in your 3rd house of communications. Like you're not sincere in the things that you say. And it's a fire sign. So they can come across as being very bossy or what's that word? Moral. high moral authoritative.
Moral high horse.
Yeah. Yeah. Because if you think about it, Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter. Jupiter is all about truth. And if you think back to people that you know that are sun sign Sagittarius, they're very, very much, they claim the moral high grounds all the time. They claim it, but they don't. Yes, the holier than thou. And the funny thing about it is they do not follow their own advice or their own. So somebody that's a Sagittarius sun sign could be preaching to you about, like, say, I don't know, like not having an extramarital affair, but yet they're doing it the same time they're telling you not to do it. So, what is it? It's also hypocrisy, right?
Yeah, I guess.
And they're very conniving. They it's really weird because you would think this would be more a Scorpio. But that's why Scorpios and Sagittariuses don't get along, is because Sagittarius is like the one, like an octave higher than the Scorpio. A Scorpio will do it so it's really underhanded and sneaky and shady and, think mafia type. And a Scorpio or a Sagittarius sun sign is more of the, I'm a good girl, or I'm a altar boy. But in the background, they're agitating people and having fights between people. And yeah, because, well, and Sagittarius is a fire sign. Leos, think of a Leo. Leo is a very attention whore. They love attention, right? They crave attention. Think of Trump. Trump loves attention.
Oh yeah.
And Aries, they like attention when it's more, how do I want to put this? As long as somebody else starts the attention, Aries will follow in on it. But they're not usually the ones that want the direct spotlight of attention, like Sagittariuses and Leos. I mean, no, the males might. I've never had a chart so far that has had an Aries ascendant sign on it.
You've never had a what?
I've never done a chart with an Aries ascendant sign.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't heard of any Aries ascendants either.
And I've never done a Aries sun sign man's chart either. So,
well, I dated one.
We have an absence of Aries men sun sign on YouTube's and ascendant signs, which is weird.
Well, Aries men just go. Like, they wouldn't spend too much time on, like, YouTube or anything. I couldn't imagine, because they can't sit still.
A lot of them are in the gym.
Yeah, they can't sit still. Like, they pace. They just don't want to. They don't want to sit down and watch a TV show. They'll do anything just to do something. Like, it's crazy. And, like, they'll wear a hole in the carpet just pacing because they don't like to sit.
Yeah, Britta B, find out when some of these creators' birthdays are, and we'll do their charts, because it'd be interesting. I would love to see where some of these creators, Sagittarius, but more so their Scorpio, what houses their Scorpios fall in.
I swear YouTube's made me lazy.
Yeah.
I spend too much time on YouTube.
Was my friend not an Aries sun? Huh?
Her friend?
I don't understand that.
Wasn't her friend an Aries sun? You did a chart on?
Oh, yeah.
Two Aries. Oh, Aries and Aries. Damn, do you guys like lock horns? Like ram each other? Sorry, that sounds wrong.
No, he wasn't an Aries sun. I think he was a Taurus, wasn't he?
I was going to say 2 Aries. Woo.
No, I'm pretty sure theirs was not.
Aries and Aries.
When's his birth?
Oh.
What's his birthday? Was it? I could tell you if I knew the birth date. I don't remember right offhand. I was thinking he was a Taurus sun, though. Yeah, and Aries.
2 rams going at each other.
Ooh.
Let me look. He might not have been.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he was a Taurus sun. Because if you got April 2nd, oh, then he is an Aries.
You're right. Pretty big.
Holy shit. How the hell do you guys get along?
Yeah, I know. I was wondering that. It's amazing. It must be something to do with the ascendant.
It'd have to be a lot of sex. A lot of good sex.
A lot of ramen.
A lot of ramen ding dong.
Yeah, ramen ding dong. I see you now, Debbie. I had to go out.
Now, if you were...
Oh, it's weird fuck.
If you're if you're an opposites... So, I know two women sun signs in Aries. Oh, shit. Now, I know that some of them get along on the internet, but now if they're put face to face and spend a lot of time... Well, I don't know. Britta B says that her whole office, or a lot of her office co-workers are Aries.
Hmm.
Now, I don't get along with Taurus sun signs, and I'm a Taurus sun sign. I don't get along with them, though.
No. You tend to lock horns, like,
because we're too much alike.
Same with me and other Capricorns, yeah. Or me and other horned animals, like, you know, say like a Taurus or an Aries. Like, generally, sometimes we butt heads, you know?
Oh, my God. Could you guys imagine 2 Cancers sun signs together? Oh, shit. You talk about fucking PMS the whole fucking time.
Oh, yeah. They've been doing updates on YouTube.
Yeah, fuck YouTube.
I'll go into chat sometimes and I can't even chat. I've got to close out all my YouTube and then go back and reopen it because I haven't got a chat box. It's weird. But I don't chat much anymore anyway because I'm staying out of the drama. I don't do drama. I just watch it from the bushes. Fuck that.
Fucking drama shit's about as fake as fuck here. It's about as fake.
What do you guys think about Bullhorn Betty's new tattoo?
She should have got it on her ass.
I think she's a sick bitch. I think that is a dig at Katie. Yeah, yep, same far. That's what's been happening to me. No chat box. Yep. Yeah. You have got to go out, close it all out. But even though I did that and I updated and I updated YouTube last night, it still does it to me. You're interested in the monkey story? Oh, friggin'.
Oh. How the hell do you two get along, Britta B?
Wow.
Oh, wait. I take that back. You're a Taurus sun sign or a Taurus ascendant sign, though. Taurus and Scorpio.
Yeah.
Yeah, they get along. They're opposite, so they attract. Yeah. Yeah, but you guys
Justin Farrell got a monkey.
What?
Yeah, he just bought a monkey. He thinks it's just going to be like a little mini person.
Oh my!
And everyone's like, ha 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 ha. He's paid $15,000 from a monkey farm.
Jesus Christ!
Mine does that, Doxy. She had 6 baby monkeys, and none of them were brother or sister. So they're like milling these baby monkeys. Yeah.
Okay. So this guy has $15,000 to spend on a freaking monkey.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. He made that on Sebastian Rogers. Yep.
Just imagine this, you guys. Now, I'm not saying you guys in chat, because I know it's not you guys, but the people that donated that money to him just helped him buy a fucking monkey.
Yeah, and then he had a monkey shower, like a baby shower, and he got all these gifts for it. And do you know how old this monkey is? 6 weeks old. 6 weeks. You can't even get a puppy at 6 weeks.
Yeah, I was just going to say, Brady, if you guys aren't around each other that much, that might be why you guys aren't clashing with your egos right now.
Yeah, maybe if you're in each other's faces a lot, it'd be different. Yeah. He got given so much. I know, he's an absolute shyster. I'm just disgusted by those people getting that tattoo.
Yeah, I can't even. If I go into it, I'll get a freaking nice little community post.
You know he's going to use this monkey, right, to make a channel with, right? It's content. This monkey is totally used for content. This is why Bull and Betty got a dog, all the rest of it. It's all like a channel mascot. Because he's seen how much money they make on Monkey Boo and all those monkey channels, so I think he's basically gonna use this monkey's content.
It's disgusting. People like this should never, ever, 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 ever have pets or children.
I know. Well, apparently he's got foster kid. He adopted kids. So I don't know. Like, people like, well, these spider monkeys can be like vicious. They get territorial and shit.
Spider monkeys? Spider monkeys are tiny.
Yeah. Yeah, it's only a small monkey, but they can bite.
Spider monkeys.
Yeah, Betty
the ones that sit on your finger, like the finger monkeys.
No, they're bigger than that.
Oh, spider
monkeys are just
spider monkeys are the skinny ones that get rolled. They can get up on their hind legs, and it looks like they're really tall, but they're just because they're on the hind leg. Oh,
yeah, and then there's the Capuchin monkeys or whatever they are. They're a bit bigger, but the spider monkeys, like, they can be vicious. They bite and shit. They should have just adopted a baby girl. Yeah, well, I think they have adopted kids, but I don't know. It's really weird because why would you adopt a monkey after you adopted kids? Like, I don't think that's a good idea. Like, I don't even know if he
have any kids or monkeys or pets. He's a freaking freak.
Yep, and the tattoo thing, I would be absolutely livid. Like, I think that is just gross.
Now watch Betty's tattoo be a fake, like it's not a permanent one. I can just see that.
Oh, there's about 4 or 5 of them that got tattoos, not just Betty. It was her whole clan. Yeah. And do you know what they did? They got the autism awareness logo on them, which is the puzzle pieces. But that's outdated. They don't do that anymore because they changed their logo. It's an infinity sign now. So they got all these outdated, like, autism awareness, like, logos on them. And it's not accepted by the autism community anymore because, like, they think that by using puzzle pieces, it makes them look like they're not understood or they can't be understood. But so they changed it to an infinity sign.
That's different, Brady. You knew him. These dumb shits don't even know Sebastian. They haven't even met him. Obsession. This is an obsession. It's gone too far.
Oh yeah.
But like I told Doxy, I guess you would do anything to your body if you got paid enough to do it. I guarantee you she got paid to do it.
As a mum of an autistic child, well, she's 33. I'm disgusted with that. Yeah, I know, far. Like, they didn't even do enough research on autism to realize that it's not an acceptable logo anymore, like, or a symbol. Like, people, it's actually kind of, well, it's disrespectful. I wouldn't have done that without her blessing. If you haven't met the child and, like, they only found out about Sebastian after he went missing, like,
and they're not doing it because they're actually looking for Sebastian and wanting to help. They're doing it to make money off of Sebastian. So that's even more disgusting.
Do you know what she said? She goes, the worst thing I'd have to do is turn around and put wings on it, like wings on the tattoo, like add wings to it when they find his body. Like, oh my god. So Sebastian's got a little like bike run or something today, and apparently it was $170 a ticket.
What? Ooh, what?
$170 a ticket to attend this bike run thing for Sebastian, like, you know, like
Jesus.
But yet they can't put together a fucking a search party. But yet they can do this. It just astounds me.
Sebastian is the only kid missing. Hello, people.
I know.
Okay, where's the outcry?
They're just all making money off him being missing.
Same way with Summer. It's the same exact thing with Summer.
And then it's almost like they don't want him found because then the money train stops.
Yeah, it's their cash cow. If he's found, then what are they going to do?
And we suspected in Summer's case, it was almost like people were throwing, you know, sticks in the works and things like that to almost stop her from being found because that's where their money ends, you know? How can you charge for an awareness ride? I know, Far. I know. They're making money off him. They did it last time as well. It was like $50 for a t-shirt and like a hot dog or something like that. Yeah, I know. The more I hear about it, the more it just grosses me out. Like, it's disgusting. And the thing is, like, Seth's approving all this. The father's approving all this, and
I don't think
these people are just
there anyway.
No, I don't.
Mentally,
I don't think he's the brightest spark. He's not the brightest crayon in the box. Nope. Let's just put it that way. He's not the. And
they know that, and that's exactly what happened with Dawn and Candace. They knew Dawn and Candace wasn't the brightest bulbs in the pack, and so they used Dawn and Candace just like they're doing with Seth.
But even Dawn and Candace wised up after a while and were like, nah, they weren't going to give them any more YouTube fodder. And so they all moved on to Sebastian. But see, Seth is still behind this, fueling it. Like, so I don't know.
Seth's out of a job right now. Seth's not working.
I know. Yeah, this is why they're doing it. Like, this is why he's going along with a lot of it, in my opinion. I think, but like, at the end of the day, but I think he's also doesn't realize how much these YouTubers are playing on his emotions and exploiting him as well. Exactly. Like, I don't think he realizes how much manipulation is really going on here. Okay, Far.
Well,
feeding the doggos.
It's just like, you know, these women and stuff, how, especially the ones that's been on YouTube for a while, especially in the YouTube or the true crime community, you know, they'll go in there and they know how to manipulate to make you think that, oh, you know, we're real good friends. You know, we're watching your back, but yet they'll turn on you in a heartbeat. And that's what they're doing. You know what?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. As soon as he but they've done that with all creators. Any creators that speak that they don't like, that, you know, come from a different angle that they don't like, they just But it's interesting because Bullhorn Betty did a live this morning, and they went and all got their tattoos, and then they went and showed Seth, and his response was, "Damn, my son's got more bitches than me."
What?
Yeah, that's what Bullhorn Betty said. She said he was like, oh, she thought it was really funny that Seth said, "Oh, my son's got more bitches than I have."
Good God.
Yeah. And Betty thinks she's a biker bitch now because she's got a tattoo. I think she's trying to get with Seth. I honestly do. But, you know, Seth thinks he can do better than Bullhorn Betty, I'm sure.
Okay, Seth.
Even though he's been single since he divorced Katie. 8 years Seth. He's been single.
So that's your main focus is getting laid?
Yeah. He thinks he's the man, though. Like, do you see him turn up at court with that cowboy hat on and shit? He looked like a fool. Deputy dog. Just when I think it can't be any worse, it does. It keeps getting worse. Exactly. It's almost like Betty has to outdo herself every time and do something more shocking and worse. Like, I've got to the point now where I don't even want to, like, I used to watch reviews of her or clips of her. I just can't. Like, she gets me so angry. It's just yuck.
This is all part of their Christmas grift. This is all part of the grift.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, it's all KP's fault. Yeah, right, Britta B. Yeah. I mean, she dodged a bullet there getting out of that marriage. Oh, hell. Like, he's an ass. I don't care if he's got a missing son or not. He's a dickhead. That he hasn't dated since. Yeah. Yeah, what does that tell you?
Why?
Maybe if he could find his dick. Sorry. I had to say it.
No. You know, the more weight they lose, the bigger it gets.
Yeah, that's right. The more weight you put on, the smaller it gets. Just hides into oblivion. Ugh. But anyway, not talking about weight or dick sizes or anything. Sorry. I know that's not PC. It's not PC. I'm probably going to have the HOA on my ass now. They can eat it. They can sit and spin. I can judge him by his actions and what he says, missing son or not. Right, exactly. And I don't agree with how he's exploiting his own son. He's done it since he got on YouTube. It's been disgusting. All the private details he's put out there about his son, nobody ever had to know any of that. And then he's dangled people with those CPS records and everything, which has probably got information about him in them. But he's saying that, he's using them like a carrot on a stick, like a carrot on a string. But
you guys got to understand. Look who's
HOA can kiss my ass.
Sitting behind him. Look who's sitting behind him.
Yeah, I know.
It's the same people that did the same thing to Dawn and Candace. You got Cher.
Yep.
You've got Bullhorn Betty. You've got Tiffany Marie. You've got all of them sitting behind Seth, telling him what to do. TikTok Tony. Seth is not doing this all on his own. I'm not excusing him, but what I'm saying is what he is doing right now is exactly what the Wells did.
Yeah, and we saw them, like the main people that were on the Wells side, we saw them all flip and all turn on the Wells as well. Like when it becomes, when they can't milk it for anything it's worth, and Sharon, Don and Candace started cutting them off and stopped, like thinking these guys are shady, they're up to something. That's when they all turned on Don and Candace and you sit and spin. That's right. You tell them, Britta B.
You stupid HOA, fucking dumb twit.
Yeah, moral police on their high horse. Get here.
I'm gonna change my accent.
It's like,
I'm gonna go and be tough.
It's like they think that their shit doesn't even stink. Like seriously, it does. I can smell it from here.
I saw today where somebody tried to say that old I can't say his name or I'll get in trouble. But we all know who it is. Right, Britta B and Doxy?
Yeah, maybe.
I saw today where they were saying that he's the new James Bond. They don't even know what the fuck he looks like. Lemon?
Is it Lemon?
They don't even know what he fucking looks like. Freaking stolen valor.
Oh, what were they saying? That he's the new 007 and that women want to be with him and men want to be him.
Yeah. Women want to be with Lemon and men want to be Lemon.
It's like, yeah, this is Lemon. Yeah, this was Grandma Sherry telling everyone that women want to be with him, men want to be him. He's the new 007. This is Lemon.
Lemon.
Yeah, right. I know, right. I can just, I'm just like, these people.
Has anybody ever seen his face?
Yeah, there's actually, if you go on Queen Bee's community post, there is one photo someone caught of him maybe a cam slip or something. And
seriously, what does he look like? Go find it and let's see.
He looks like a predator. I can't find it. You're gonna have to go and look after Lemon. Yeah.
Hold on. I'm looking.
He's sour. Oh no, not Raymond. Lemon.
Lemon.
They call him.
There he is. I found it. There he is.
Oh, you found it?
Yeah, right there.
Oh, no, that's Seth. Sorry. That's Seth when he went to court. That's Seth when he went to court.
Lemon. That's Lemon 007. Dog. Oh my God, dear. I just about shit myself when I saw that. I was like, oh really? Oh really? Women want to be with him and men want to be him? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Lemon, yeah. Yeah. I call him Spinner instead of Sinner.
Yeah.
His name's Sinner, but I call him Spinner because he spins heaps of shit.
Hey, Brittaby, do you know where to find that stupid picture of him? I have some rats that need to be scared away.
Yeah, he does talk nasty about women. He's gross.
He talks nasty about women, and then he sits there and he was telling everybody he was from California, and then he said he was from Pennsylvania, and then all of a sudden he was in California. It's like, but you have a Canadian accent, so go figure.
Yeah.
I don't
know how he has. I don't know how he has that accent. Go to Coinbase community post.
Okay, I'll go right now and look.
Okay.
Is it far? Is it up close? No, I don't have to.
No, it's not too far down, but you'll see it as soon as you'll know it when you see it.
Oh God, am I gonna puke?
I think he's holding like a paint palette or something, like because he calls himself an artiste.
Oh yeah, artiste. How? Let me ask this: How, if you're a married person, how do you spend so much time on YouTube if you're a married person? Like, come on.
I don't think he's married.
He says he is.
What? Did he say he's married? I don't think he's married.
Yes, he says he's married.
I doubt it. Because they call him Sincel.
Well, he says he's married because Tim B was somebody was saying that he was being mean to women, and he's like, if I was mean to women, would I be married?
Oh, Britta B, is he married? Come on, she must know. She knows about the spinner long before we.
The spinner.
If he did, he's definitely lying. He's lying. Yeah, that's what I think too. I think so.
Ooh, is that him? Oh my effing God, no way.
Put it up on the screen. Take a screenshot.
Oh, I gotta go bleach my eyes.
Yeah, he spends too much time on here. Have you noticed how they've all herded over like sheep? Like just because they're all hate bonding, like they've all gone over to spinners and they're all like sheep, like meh. Yep, there he is. That's him.
My fucking God, no.
Yep. And he on his own community post, he put his the photo of when he went into the Navy, like his, and it's definitely him.
He's not in the Navy. He says he's in the Marines.
Oh, Marines or whatever. But yeah.
Oh my God, I gotta take it down. I can't. Oh my God, you know who he was?
I know, take it down.
You know who
Whoremaster called him a creep. Who's Whoremaster? I don't know who Whoremaster. Take it down. Take it down.
Yeah, but do you know who he looks like?
Who?
Scott H.
He does. He does. He's got a total incel Scott H look vibe about him. And Scott H is real incel, like, and talks to women like shit as well.
He hates women.
He talks to women terribly. I trolled him once and he threatened to kick me in the ribs.
Yep.
He was like, I'm gonna kick you bitches in the ribs.
Hannah Hoon.
Yeah. It's because I trolled his ass and made him look stupid. Anyway, we don't have much more on the YouTube updates today, apart from just the repulsive, like, bullshit that is going on and seems to be escalating.
A virgin. That is right, FARQ. Definitely a virgin.
Involuntary virgin, yes. Incel.
Isn't that what an incel is? I was just going to say, isn't that what an incel is?
Yeah, involuntary celibate, yeah. I mean, I don't know.
That's what liberal women said they're going to do. They're going to forego sex for the next 4 years because Trump was elected.
Hallelujah. We're not going to have any more dumb babies. No, I'm sorry. I'm just kidding. That was a bad joke. Whoremaster is nasty. He popped up on Willows and called Sinner a creep because he said he knows about him and what he does. Oh, I've never heard of Whoremaster.
Hey,
that's a lovely name.
Is it true, Brittaby? Is it true that when Sinner pops up in people's, Spinner, Lemon pops up in people's live feeds and shit, that he has a habit of bringing them down?
Who's that? Bringing who down?
Ruining their channels?
Yeah, does Spinner ruin channels? I heard he does. It's like anything he touches turns to shit.
Yeah, I heard that he goes in and makes friendly friends, and then he slowly starts taking away subs.
Yeah, he did. He brought Emmy's channel down. Headstones and Headlines or whatever it is, or something like that. Headstones and
they were buddies. I thought Headline and Headstones were buddies with him.
Yeah, but he got up there and started like abusing women and everything, and like really like basically people boycotted her channel after that because he used to get drunk and get up there and abuse people. A lot of people left her channel because of how he was, and now he's not drinking anymore. He's okay apparently, but yeah. Well, sometimes alcohol brings out the real side of the person. Just saying.
I heard a rumor, all speculation, not truthfulness, rumor that Lemon was also going in there and or into people's chats and trying to embarrass the fuck out of them and then steal their subs.
That's why they made that other channel, and look what happened there. Oh, they made another channel? I didn't know that.
I don't know anything about Spinner Lemon other than the few months or the few weeks that I've had the not pleasure of knowing about him.
Yeah. I just think he's doesn't it just amaze you how many like sheep are going man and they're all like running over to his live stream and following each other like
they were all
idiots.
I heard that they were all you've got such a nice sexy voice, Spinner. Oh, I love your voice, Spinner. I was just like,
they had a channel together, Cupcakes and Lemons. Oh, is that why he's called Lemon? Oh, I didn't know that.
They did. They had a channel, Cupcakes and Lemons.
I can't take this shit seriously. I can't take him seriously. He's such a cock.
It's called Grab My Ankles, Lemon. Bend me over, Lemon. Oh my God. Now that I see this picture, I just want to barf. Oh my God. Serious to God. Oh yeah. Yep. They're all buddies with
Yeah, they're all buddies with BJ now, the worst of the worst. And it's because they're hate bonding. They're hate bonding with someone they hate.
But we spent, 8 months or whatever it was, 8 months hating on BJ, and now BJ's their buddy.
Yeah. Yep. And like they're willing to overlook all the exploitation that BJ's done, all the misinformation, disinformation, all the bullshit she's put out there, and they're willing to overlook that for just because they all are trying to hate on, another creator. I can't remember for sure the name, but he was the cupcake. Oh, she was the cupcake. Sorry.
Britta B. Didn't somebody warn somebody about them all flipping and changing the narrative?
But the HOA wouldn't hate bond. No way. HOA, no way. No, they don't hate bond.
I'm gonna fine you $500, Doxy, for saying that.
Yeah, thanks.
And Britta B, I'm gonna fine you.
I think the more fines I get, the better. I think means I'm not hate bonding. Fuck you.
Fuck you, spin-off.
I'm not gonna make friends with someone that I have a creator that I've hated on here since day dot. And every single case she's covered. And then I'm not gonna go and like her just because of something another creator has done. Like, that's just ridiculous.
How do you even do that? How do you even justify any of that? Like, seriously, how do you just... You see the moral, depravity that these assholes are capable of, and then you want to be friends with them so that they can bring their subs over to your channel.
Yeah, it's all just fakeness. It's fake people, and at the end of the day, it's all to steer a narrative and all to get people on side. And it just amazed me how quickly, like, Spinner started doing lives, and then they all flipped. Like, isn't it just amazing? Like, it's almost like he was created on purpose.
Oh, you mean like Ziggy?
Yeah, to drop some bullshit.
And you notice the last few days that he's been getting a bunch of money dropped.
Has he? Oh yeah, because he's going to buy himself a laptop.
Oh, a laptop.
Because he's doing it all from his phone at the moment.
Poor baby.
I know.
I mean, with a face like that, I mean, come on, he could get like 500 laptops.
Yeah, exactly. Right?
Face.
Wasn't he just go on OnlyFans or some shit?
Hell yeah! Let's start that. Let's do it. Come on.
Charge him $5,000 for a risque live.
Hey, you know what we could do? Limon, he could go and do an OnlyFans page, squirting limon juice into his eyes. Hey, they could bleach his butthole with that lemon juice.
That would make your butthole pucker up, but lemon juice, woo!
Pucker up, limon. Let's bleach your butthole, baby. That's it. I'm gonna make a gapper that's got a little container that can hold some lemon juice, so that you can bleach their butthole while you gap their sphincter.
That's friggin' ingenious. That's ingenious.
Okay, so who gets to tell Spinner that he's got an OnlyFans page? I just set it up for him. It's lemon pucker up the butthole. That's what it's called. Lemon and puckering up the butthole. I'm going to get a strongly worded community post telling me to stop.
You're gonna get banned, girl, the way you're going, especially with me on your panel. We're gonna get our asses banned. Sushi, you're always hungry. Seriously, I can't do it anymore. You're costing me an arm and a leg.
Definitely. When there's nothing for Sway to talk about, Sway makes things up in her head.
Yeah. She does.
Speaking of, you guys see my community post about Eve eating the forbidden fruit?
Oh, yeah.
Stupid bitch.
Brain is bored, gives Sway a subject. Yeah. Yeah, Eve eating the forbidden fruit. Stupid bitch.
Stupid bitch.
We're so not HOA. We're like the absolute opposite of HOA. We stand against the HOA.
HOA can HOA this.
We need an HOA, but like our own one. Like if the HOA or something like that.
So all of our houses in the HOA have blackout curtains, so that nobody knows what the fuck we're doing.
And we can read their minds anyway. I mean, as soon as you've got their astrology, you know what they're up to. You can read it all in the stars.
That's right.
They don't know that. Yeah. Get rid of me. She's coming out of her skin. I can't stand them in real life either. I know. It's like nothing they do would it's like none of them do anything wrong. Like they are just perfect. They are the most perfect humans on the planet.
But you got to get the accent. You know, you got to get the threatening different accents, and then you got to puff up your little tiny chest, and then you got to, go and get some guys to surround you so that you can make threats.
Yeah. Shake your tail feathers.
Shake your little clam beard.
Oh my gosh, stop it. I'm starting to get congested. That's bad. My nose is getting blocked.
Do you know he was made the Captain Clambeard of the dinghy boat?
Captain Clambeard of the what boat?
Of the dinghy boat.
The dinghy boat.
They made him.
I don't know, Far.
They made him a pirate of the dinghy boat.
Far's like, what the fuck, Sway? I know, right, Far? This is when she goes off into La La Land and starts imagining things.
Here, I'll show y'all. Before we.
Oh shit!
I just gotta send it.
He says tugboat.
Yeah.
He says tugboat.
Tug the small weenie.
All Sunny has to do is step outside and whistle, and everyone comes out because they know what time it is.
Oh my god! Speaking of whistling,
I think that's a butt whistle. Time for bed, Sway. Night. Yeah.
Hold on. I gotta show you guys this.
Sunday night here. I've got Sunday already.
About a man and his piccolo, right?
Piccolo?
Yeah, a man with his piccolo.
What's a
piccolo is a little flute type thing.
Oh, piccolo. Yep. I know what a piccolo is now.
Yeah. So a man with a piccolo
like the Pied Piper.
Has a skinny little. So instead of pirate Blackbeard, it's pirate Clambeard.
Okay, she's AI generating a picture as we speak.
It's already been AI generated. I was thinking about this all damn day, people. Hold on, I'm loading her up. Hopefully it'll
load her up.
Load her up.
And he stole the intro of Savages with the ship. Did it? Oh my god, so did Urti. Urti, she stole the music, like the what is it, the Purge music or whatever it is?
That is the most never mind. I can't say anything because I'll get in trouble.
What, are they all going to use the same stuff? Like, come on. Like, nobody's original these days. Get some originality. Like,
yeah.
I know.
Get some originality, people.
Originality. People got to copy everyone. Yeah. I know. It's dumb. And then, like, depending on which way the crowd is swinging, they've got to, like, go with that. Like, you know, got to go, oh, if the crowd's swinging this way, got to go that way. And if the crowd's swinging this way, got to go this way. And it's like nobody can think for themselves anymore. Haven't you heard of sharing, guys? Sharing. Fuck sharing.
Yeah, fuck sharing. He's the captain of the
Is that him and his
dinghy.
little piccolo?
Yeah, he's the captain of the dinghy. So he's Captain Clambeard.
Captain White Clambeard.
It's the size of the piccolo's the size of his wiener. And so since it's so tiny, he might as well just be a Clambeard.
That's an extra long piccolo.
Yeah, they didn't put the exact right instrument in this picture because it's AI generated. Fucked up, you know.
Yeah.
So
he needs like a tin flute or whatever they're called.
But see, he's the captain of the dinghy.
Yeah. They got banished from the big boat.
He got banished from the big boat and they put him in the dinghy.
And set him adrift.
And they told him how
he's close to the pier.
Yeah, they told him how smart he was and how brave he was and that he looked like 007.
And they blew hot air up his pipe.
Blew hot air up his a-hole. You know, the one that he's bleaching on OnlyFans. And so now Captain Clambeard, he's going to take all the women away on YouTube in his little dinghy.
Yeah. And he's going to go 007. That's the funniest shit I've read.
But he's 007.
Yeah, and all the ladies love the 007.
With a Canadian accent. Hey? Do you like my dinghy? Hey?
Eh?
Eh?
Blame Canada. Blame Canada.
Oh, you guys, I forgot to show you guys what happened. So, while he was adventuring out on his adventures on his dinghy, guess what he came across in a cave earlier?
What? A clam?
Not a clam, but very well, let's just say interesting. Let's see, where is it? Oh, here it is. So once he found this, he decided that he was going to implement this on his OnlyFans page.
Oh shit! Oh no! Oh no! I'm like, oh no! What you doing? What you doing? Oh no! She is AI generating pictures. Oh
no, I wouldn't do something like that.
Did you put his face in there so you can like kind of generate that?
Oh, now that I know that that's his face. Hell yeah. So Clambeard went on a little excursion to a cave because, you know, he thought he was Batman, not 007. So let me see. I gotta get to the correct page.
You've got to get to the correct cave.
Yeah, I gotta get to the cave so that I can show you guys what he found. And he's going to implement this in his next OnlyFans upload.
I don't know if I'd be heading for that cave or going near it, but anyway.
Well, I think you and I would be safe. I think I think all of us here would be safe. Now,
Yeah.
there's some
Probably
that
like
I would-
99% a woman because, like, I mean,
Yeah,
what's he going to
yeah,
do? Throw a paintbrush at you?
yeah,
Throw his
yeah,
flute?
yeah.
His piccolo?
Lemon squirt. Oh, my eyes, my butthole.
Yeah. Stay clear of that cave.
My
Yeah, I mean, dodge
butthole,
that
my
cave.
butthole.
You know, the only thing that lurks in caves is like creepy. Only creepy things lurk in caves.
Okay, let me download this real fast. So, since this was from, I'm assuming before the aliens came, Limon sat there and studied this for quite some time.
Hang on. Oh, what the F?
He's in the process of putting that on his boat, his little dinghy.
Did you create that or what? Because that would, like, I seriously, how do you type that into AI? Like, or is that real? Is that a real hieroglyph?
No, that's real.
Like,
That's a
the
real one.
cave
That's
dweller?
a real one. Yeah, that's
Real hieroglyph of
cave.
Captain Clambeard?
Yep. Clambeard painted that. He's gonna put it on his boat, on his dinghy.
Oh shit!
Oh, that's why on his little dinghy they have yoga. And it's the downward dog.
A downward facing dog.
That's right.
I knew he painted stick figures, but I mean, this is next level. I mean, he's got some real talent.
Yeah. It's amazing. The strokes that he got in there.
He's a genius. A freaking genius.
He's beyond 007 now, guys. I mean, he's moving on up.
I'm crying. I'm freaking crying. You should take that off the screen.
Yeah, I will.
Never a dull day. Hey, we should have heaps more people in chat. This is just friggin' comedy gold.
This is funny, man.
Yeah, masterpiece.
He's just lucky I didn't put a gapper in his sphincter, but that'll be saved. That'll be saved for his OnlyFans.
Well, that flute looks like it could kind of double as a gapper.
Oh my god, that's an alien probe. That's an alien probe stick.
An alien anal probe.
They're gonna look for gold in his hole.
I guess you have to like really like despise the lemon to kind of get the funny side of it, but
well,
you know,
after seeing his face, now I'm like, that's perfect. He's okay.
We can work with that. We can work with that.
Yeah, we can work with it. He's Captain Clambeard, and he's the captain of the dinghy, and all of his shipmates and shit are little dingleberries.
And he's also Captain Save-A-Ho.
That's right, Captain Save-A-Ho. Like Chips Ahoy. He's Save-A-Ho.
Lemons ahoy.
Downward dog.
You know what they say?
in a position.
You need lemons on the ship or you get scurvy.
Oh my God! You couldn't get scurvy, or you couldn't get any tinier.
Yeah, we don't want you to get scurvy. Or your teeth will fall out.
Yeah.
At least the lemon provides laughter. Exactly. We have to thank him for that.
You know, they say
come on.
the best form of flattery is to, make fun of them.
He'll be fully flattered. He's going to be so flattered, he's going to be flat on his face.
I strongly suggest that Limon, instead of showing his face, from now on he shows his bleached sphincter.
His waxed bleached sphincter. Oh shit! Someone hit the button. Someone hit the button. Abort! Abort! Abort!
And then we wonder why. And then you wonder why we have a boycott.
Yeah. Maybe just because some people don't get our sense of humor. I mean, I don't know. It's not HOA approved humor, obviously.
That's right.
You got to have the HOA's approval to, make comedy gold. But anyway, we can laugh. Who cares?
Well,
it's probably time.
What do they have? A peg leg up their ass and they can't laugh?
A pig up their ass. Oh shit! Boycotted, cancelled. Yep. Press the abort button. Yeah, I know. Abort.
How
on your Britta B. See, look, Britta B. She's standing 10 toes down. She is HOA up yours.
That's right.
Okay,
so
I am so proud of you, DB.
Let's take bets. How many? What's your guys' bet that I'll get a strongly worded community post addressed to me tonight?
I'm gonna say 100%.
100%.
10 toes down.
100%. Even though this has nothing to do with that spear of the atmosphere, this is limon, and that's not limon. Even though with that face,
yeah, maybe 100 bars. Yeah, maybe. I think she might get one, but we can only hope. We can only pray and hope.
We wasn't even discussing that person. So it's like, fuck you, and fuck the peg leg that you stuck up Limon's ass. I mean, get your turkey baster out and baste the fucking shit out of that goddamn turkey. Roll it around in some butter and stuff it with your piccolo.
Oh my god. Okay. We all know that sway goes a little bit ODT sometimes, but oh my god.
I earned it. I've been good lately.
Yeah.
I've been really good.
You might get a bit of backlash of this one. Who knows?
Hey, they don't pay attention, remember? They said that I sucked and I didn't. They don't care about me.
Nobody watches you.
Nobody watches me. I suck and they don't care about me. Instead of crying and boo-hooing. Instead of crying and boo-hooing, I celebrated.
Yep. You just stand 10 toes down like Britta B. Oh, definitely getting a strongly worded post now. Oh.
I got one already. I already got one and saved in my notes for a response.
Yeah, I'm sure she's already got one pre-written, like our response.
Already written. I've actually got about 15 of them. So it may take me a little while to decide which one's appropriate for the occasion.
Oh dear. Oh, I'm crying over here. Oh well.
Well,
Oh
if
well, we're
anybody
just gonna have to handle it. Handle the jandal.
Yep. If anybody sees old lemon on the streets, give them a big old thumbs up with a lemon on top.
Yep, 007. You remind me of Sean Connery. You
Oh,
already
yeah.
have the response. That's priceless. Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, it's not like, I look forward to this or anything.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like I've been practicing what I'm going to say.
Yeah.
It's not like I, look forward to it. It's not like, an obituary or a eulogy or anything.
Come on.
I didn't order
nose,
flowers and a big old cake and, a big old reception just for the occasion.
Oh, what's that?
My car.
Oh.
It's telling me get the fuck out. It's like
sounds like someone's banging on the door. Like, you're in trouble now. You're in big trouble.
Oh fuck. It's like, get the fuck out.
They've come to find you. Yeah. They're already on their way. Right, well, we're getting on.
I thought they don't care what I say or do. So fuck you. I've been really good. I've been over on the political side. I haven't even touched any of that shit over there, so they can just go fuck themselves.
Whoa. Oh, get it all out, Sway. Get it all out. She's getting it all out, guys.
Britta B.
Huh?
She can't be in chat with Limon or the other one.
Limon. Say my name, say my name.
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you.
All right, now we're getting into the gutter section. No, we've been there. Been there, done that.
Been there, done that.
We've been to the gutter, we've been to the cave. We've been to
He's so
Captain Clambeard's cave.
He's so fake. He needs to be in the, fake lemon juice section of the grocery store because he's like fake.
Yeah. Yeah, I hate that fake lemon juice, it's like not real, but it is, but it isn't.
Yeah, the artificial shit.
I've got a tree with the biggest lemons on it.
And now yes. That's what I heard. I heard
that lemon juice all over.
I heard that wherever he goes, he tries to bring down the what do you call it?
Channel?
Well, the channel, but what do you call them? The host. He brings down the host's channel.
Well, he has achieved that in the past. But anyway, maybe we should let everyone go. And now we know.
Yeah, look forward to Limon's OnlyFans page. Bleach the whole with Limon.
He's going to paint naked.
Oh.
I have a lemon tree, also Doxy, and a mandarin. Oh, my lemon tree has got the hugest lemons on it. They're so big. We're actually weighing the tree down. Oh, mandarin. I love mandarins too.
Yeah, it is sad. It really is sad, Britta B. It's really weird how a year, just think where we all was a year ago and how different it is now.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Oh, well.
All in the name
of... Everything happens for a reason.
All in the name of money.
Yeah. Well, that's how YouTube rolls.
It's like a butthole. The parting of the ways.
Oh, God. You and buttholes, man. Check out Pineapple Ice Cool Tree's video about him painting. Oh, I have seen that. Pineapple ice cream. I'll send it to Sway afterwards. I'll send you the clip. It's funny as hell.
God, you've got to be kidding. You know what pineapples mean if they're upside down, right?
Yep.
Oh, Jesus. There's no way anybody's swinging with that man. I mean, maybe the monkey, but that's it.
Poor monkey. Maybe the monkey.
Poor monkey.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody,
I cannot see Justin tolerating a monkey at all.
No, that's just awful. That's awful. You don't take those poor babies.
He won't have the patience for a monkey.
They live a long time too.
What's a flamingo?
The bird,
the same as a flamingo. Oh, I'm lost.
Oh, are you talking about shit, what's his name?
I don't know.
Piano player.
At least 40 years.
Liberace. He was flamboyant. Oh. I know she said flamingo. A flamin', you know what? Yeah, how do you do that? How do you just adopt a monkey knowing that they're going to live for 40 years and you're not going to be around that time?
And other people got up on the panel yesterday and they were like, they had monkeys and they're like, do you realize it's like having a 2-year-old forever? Forever. It's always getting into things. It's always like doing naughty stuff. Honestly, the 2-year-old phase, I was so glad when my son got out of it. I could not imagine having a 2-year-old forever. Like that would drive me up the wall.
Yeah, an upside down pineapple means you're a swinger.
Oh, she wondered if it was like a flamingo. Is that a flamingo? Is it the same for a flamingo? Is that a swinger? If you put a flamingo in your front yard, does that mean you're a swinger?
Your prom was at Liberace's mansion? Oh, wow.
Wow. Cool.
I bet that was a great balls of fire.
Didn't he have a mirror, like a haunted mirror? Was that Liberace? Oh, no, it was the magician. Liberace wasn't a magician, eh?
Liberace had Uranus.
Oh.
He had a flaming Uranus.
In Vegas. Okay. Well, I'll send you that pineapple.
Lewis. I was thinking of Jerry Lee Lewis.
Oh, for crying out loud.
Great balls of fire.
How can you get Liberace and Jerry Lee Lewis mixed up?
Because I was thinking of balls, Liberace with his Uranus and balls, and I was like, great balls of fire, but that was Jerry Lee Lewis.
Yeah. He married like a 12-year-old or 14-year-old or something.
His first cousin.
Oh, great. Anyway. Well, guys.
So Tuesday.
It's time for me to go and make some dinner.
Or Wednesday's my next live. And it's about...
What's your next one? Both piano players. Aha. See, you were on the right track. Didn't Jerry? Yeah, he did. He did far. Yep. And it was his cousin, apparently.
Yeah, it was his first cousin.
His 14-year-old cousin. That didn't go down well. I think he actually like lost his fame after that. I don't think it went down very well. All the old rockers were that way though, inclined. Yeah, you remember? I mean, Elvis like pretty much groomed Priscilla like when she was really, really young.
Okay. Yep.
But he waited. At least he waited for her to be of age before he married her.
Well, that was because her dad wouldn't let her marry him.
Yeah, because her dad was in the military, right? They had to wait. But apparently he had girlfriends, even though he was dating her, like long distance, he had other girlfriends.
Oh, yeah.
So,
yep, he was a creeper.
She had to wait, but he didn't, yeah. Anyway.
Oh, yeah. Wednesday is about the child advocates. About where was the child advocates this last week and a half.
Yeah. Is that what we're going to talk about?
Yep. We're going to talk about that. We're not going to talk about the
We're going to talk about
video or the short that was made. But we're going to talk about why there was no outcry from the so-called self-proclaimed child advocates when all this stuff
the
was
HOA
down.
and where was all the outrage when all that was happening 2 years ago? Most of them
why was the mother of this child continuously bringing this up last week and making money off of it?
Yeah. We won't get into that now, though, otherwise we'll have nothing to talk about next time. Most of them were everyone at Leilani's trial. Yeah, I know, right? All those people that went to Georgia.
Oh, yeah, yep.
Yeah.
Well,
I expected to see people there, right?
Child advocate this is all money. It's money for them. They're making money off of all of it.
Yeah, but once someone gets caught and then they get locked up and they have a trial and stuff, it's like the money train runs out. So there's no point in covering that anymore because it's better if it's like something you can like have like a conspiracy and make things up and speculate and all the rest of it, you know? Like I'm going to say is fuck HOA and lemons.
That's
Britta
right.
B she has found her testicles. She is 10 toes down and holding her nuts.
Brittany is all the way there right now, helping Lemon set up his OnlyFans page so they can bleach his butthole.
He'll just get some white paint. He'll be fine.
I hope he names the hemorrhoid. I hope he names the hemorrhoid that's hanging out from his butt all the way down to his testicles.
Dingleberry 1, Dingleberry 2.
Thing 1, thing 2.
Yeah. It's like was it bananas and pajamas? What was it? They had B1, B1 and B2. Yeah. D1 and D2.
Somebody
I feel strong about that subject. Yeah, same, Britta B.
Somebody needs to go tell Lemon.
I think we need to call it out.
They can he can cure his hemorrhoid that's hanging out by stuffing a banana up his bunghole.
We got fruit of all different shapes and sizes going around buttholes and up buttholes. I feel strong about Britta B. It's funny how everyone's managed to just ignore that whole subject and then turn on the like, oh, I don't know.
What really pisses me off is the fact that they were all making money off of it again 2 years later.
Yeah. See, I didn't even know that Cotton Candy did that 2 years ago.
Mm-mm.
Anyway, we won't talk about it because otherwise we'll have nothing to talk about next time.
Yeah. That's true. Shame on you, Britta B, for getting on the subject.
Yeah, I'm getting all.
That's what those English people like Britta B do. You know, those English people.
Yep.
That's right.
Lots of spinning. Lots of victim status and all the rest of it.
Oh yeah, it was all.
I'm a victim, guys. I'm a victim.
I honestly believe that this was all a collaborated. It's Christmas. It's the holidays. It was collaborated effort on all their parts to make some money.
No, I didn't know.
At the expense of a small minor child.
Yeah, that's gross. Those English people.
Yeah, those dang English. Britta B. I need some tea.
Britta B comes from Buckingham.
Downward dog, Britta B.
You want a pony far? It's still in the mail. I'm gonna get it to you by Christmas.
Yep, it's on its way.
Yeah.
She shipped it Pony Express.
Yeah. And BJ has now put her children in that lawsuit. I know. Oh God. Don't even. Yeah. Just gross, man. And then she's like, "You don't talk about children, and it's like, well, you can't like they bought up every live stream pretty much. How did you know where I am from?
Your name gave it away, Brittaby.
Jolly good, Brittaby.
Good, Brittaby.
Cup of tea, Brittaby. Cup of
Some
tea.
jelly and jam.
Some jam sammies.
For 007.
We're gonna have a Devonshire tea.
Yeah. I love British tea though. British tea is yummy.
It is. It's the best, right?
Yes.
My granddad used to make it with the leaves and like brew it in his teapot. He would make the best cup of tea. Like, oh my God.
And I never knew. I drank tea all my life growing up. And I never even, I don't even know why, but I never thought to put fucking creamer in my gosh darn tea. And it's delicious.
What? Yeah. Oh my God. I only put a little bit of milk. I don't put creamer in it, but a little bit of milk. I don't like sugar in my tea though. I don't like sweetener.
Oh, I have to have sugar in my my hot tea. Now my cold tea I don't drink sugar. But my hot tea.
See, I'm the opposite. Hot tea, I don't like sweet, but like cold tea, I like sweet. Like peach iced tea. Anyway, we're rambling now.
Teas. I don't like the flavored cold teas.
Right, fine. Just a dash. Just a dash. Like too much milk, and it's like bleh, too much milk.
I have to have 8 creamers and 5 sugars in my large decaffeinated coffee from McDonald's.
Americans are weird. I mean, why do you have creamers? Why don't you just have milk?
Milk, actually, you guys, serious to God, if I go back and have milk now in my coffee, oh my God, it tastes so horrible.
Yeah, it probably tastes weird. Yeah, I would, because I drank soy milk and that for years, and like even now I have milk. I only have like a dash of milk. Like I can't have a lot of milk because it's tastes yucky. And if I have a coffee made with milk, like a flat white or a latte or something, it tastes too milky. But anyway, we've carried on for another half an hour. We better let people go.
Guys, I better go.
Good night, guys.
Thank you for being in here.
Good night. Thanks for joining us.
Even though we're supposed to be boycotted.
Thank you. Thanks for being here. Night, Brittaby. These first she has with the part of their also. Oh yeah. All right.
Yeah, they're all disgusting. They're all just how they even have people following them, how they even have people that even remotely thought that these were good people. I have no idea. I
even want to give them money?
I can't wrap my head around it. I just cannot wrap my head around it.
Night fair, night Brittaby. Yeah, it's crazy, eh?
Okay. Hope on Wednesday. Night, everyone.
Good night. Have a good rest of your weekend. Bye.